Okay, guys, we are here for round one, and let's see what we are up against. Okay, pretty nice to go first here, although doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're gonna keep this one. Let's see what we are up against. Okay, it looks like a RDW if we're not mistaken. Yes, it's an RDW indeed. Let's see how this game progress. I'm just gonna bring down this land because we don't have any turn to play anyway, so that should be fine. And then I probably just use this dissipate early on. Not really sure if it's worth keeping because we're kind of slow here anyway. Those are the type of cards you don't want to see, followed by lightning mauler or another burning tree emissary. It's just so devastating. I really wish that we okay. I wish we have our dissipate up, but you can't really complain there. If it's a lightning mauler, then we're pretty in a bad situation. Although this doesn't look so bad. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the dissipate for a Hell Rider, but with the current state of the board, I might just not. Just hoping we have something to draw here, but I don't have Terminus main board. Aurelia isn't the type of creature with or the card you're waiting for there, but anyway. Okay, let's see what comes down here. It might be a Boros Reckoner. It's a Flint of Boar, and that's gonna get dissipated because we're technically taking 8 here, which is not really healthy. Double Burning Emissary, huh? Those were the kind of things that really hurts. So I might just go for a Snapcaster here and then return one of his creatures because we're pretty short on time here. So we're just gonna Snapcaster, return one of his creatures, and then later in the game, we're just gonna Lightning Helix. So let's see if he has something to take out our Snapcaster. Okay, we're just gonna block one emissary. Now, the question is, do I want to... Okay, this looks like a Gorklan Rampager here. So we might just... Okay, good thing that he placed the Gorklan Rampager here. Because if he did place it here, then I'm gonna end up taking 2 damage. Looks like he was going for the kill or something. So it becomes a 6-6, and this becomes a 2-2. And that is probably the reason why he wanted that. Although, fortunately, we have a Azorius Charm. So, we're gonna take a little less damage here. That isn't so bad actually. Although I am also thinking if I like to do a war leaders helix. Let's see what happens here. It could be a hell rider, which is really bad. Okay, given that he's gonna pass the turn and probably attack with both of these creatures, then I think the play here would be a snapcaster and then just take out one of his guys. Not really sure though, but I could also use a helix, but not sure what the impact of that would be. Having to helix one of his guys might just be dangerous for us because of the Gorklan Rampager. So I think the better play here would be a Snapcaster. So we are familiar that he did draw a Burning Tree Emissary, and having not to chain the Burning Tree Emissary at some point, there might be dangerous for us at least. So let's see if he has something here. Just gonna go ahead and block. So if he has Gorklan Rampager, we take additional 4 damage here. And then we bring this back on the top. Now if we just take 2 here and then let it resolve, then that's probably the better play. Let's try to click the damage here. Okay, so we did took um, 2 more damage. So do we want to bring this back, or we could just draw a card over our... Drawing a card isn't so bad also. Yeah, let's just bring this back. I think that's the better play there. Remember, even after damage, if the situation here is not, it still hasn't gone to the end combat phase, um, the creature is technically attacking still, so it still has its mark attacking. So this is a pretty dangerous situation for us. Although a reckoner of our own would be okay as well. If I kill this reckoner, we nullify the current situation. Although I think, yeah, because if our reckoner is killed, we don't have haste. Sorry, we don't have a way to first strike this. And that's gonna be devastating to say the least. But let's see here. Do I go for the lightning helix? If I go for lightning helix, it will just nullify the life gain that we have. Yeah, let's just pass the turn here. I think I can just do a trade with the Resto Angel. I should have brought this down though. Okay, so he doesn't have any Hell Rider or anything of that sort. Although a Gorklan Rampager is gonna be devastating here. But I doubt he has that because he has Burning to Emissary and then Rakdos Cackler on his hand. So It could be that his last card is a Gore Clan Rampager. Okay, so it isn't. Not sure if we're just gonna take 3 more damage here, so we could die up to a burn spell. So if his last card was a burn spell, then we might be just dead now. Okay, it's a Pillar of Flame. That should be fine. I think we played around quite well there. Just unfortunate because his last card was a burn spell. I wouldn't think it was because there's a Burning Tree Emissary and a Cackler on his hand. So that was just a little unfortunate, but I think we played around well on that scenario. Let's see what we can board here though. So we can board our board wipes. Resolve the guild could be okay. The spear, pillar of flame is alright. Negate, sorry. Just click clone there, which is not really exciting. We're gonna take out some Sphinx's Revelation because they're just too slow for this. Our Dissipate and other counters will be taken out, although Negate might just uh, we might just leave it here. Other things worth taking out, think twice, not really too fast. We could take out an Etherling because it's not really gonna help us out there. Although Aurelia, despite his cost, it can really work out well if you counter raise them. There are certain situations wherein I'm down quite a bit, and I just end of turn, end of their turn, Resto Angel and bring down an Aurelia during my turn. Then it hits for 12, and all of a sudden, things get a bit more serious on the field. So let's see here. I'm gonna go first. I don't want him to be doing that. And we have a couple of options here, so I'm just gonna keep this one. Although having our lands tapped is not the ideal scenario here, but given the burn that we currently have, I don't think that's too bad of a keep there. Okay, Stormkirk Noble is alright. Let's see. He might have. That's a good draw. He might have a. He might be boarding in some. What do you call this? The volcanic strength, and that might. Okay, Firefist Striker isn't so bad. Okay. We're just gonna wait for our third land here. So this turn we're gonna take out this Stormkirk Noble. Okay. Wish we have a detention spear there though. Okay, I'm gonna take this out pre-attack stage because if he happens to have a Gorklan Rampager, then it's just gonna nullify our um burn spell here. So let's take it out and then possibly just take 2 damage from the striker. An Ogre of Bolas isn't so bad actually, but I don't want to be bringing this in. The reason is, well, we don't have mana. He might have a Searing Spear or something that can take this out, and we end up taking some serious damage there. Another thing is that when we place this on the board, it might just table or it might just break on lands, which is what we really need here to get going. So I'm just gonna pass the turn, then use another burn spell to possibly make things better. Okay, we were wrong there. Should have casted on the begin combat. So the question here is, does he have a Gorklan Rampager? Uh, let's see. Okay, we're just gonna take out the Stormkirk because it actually grows, right? Okay, he doesn't have a Gorklan, which is fine. So we took one more damage there, but I think in the long run it's much better. If this gets out of hand, then it might just be a trouble for us. This one, however, is still on the range of our burn spell here. Okay, there's our much needed land, but it's gonna come into play tap. Let's see what happens here. It might be gearing up for a burn spell. Hmm. Okay, we're just gonna take this one out. So we're kind of holding on here, but not really the case though. I'm not sure if I want to keep mana open for something, but I'm just gonna bring down the Reckoner here, which I think makes more use of our mana. If he has an Act of Treason and all those things, then that's just too bad for us, or a Searing Spear for this case. We're pretty okay that happened. I'm more comfortable having my Reckoner speared and then have him do things here. It's just unfortunate that if this is a Hell Rider, then we might just have problems. But Searing Spear on our creature is good. Searing Spear on our face is bad. At least that's what I believe. Anyway, let's bring down a blocker here. He didn't play anything there, so it might be he might just be holding um, some spells here. So I'm not sure if we want to take this guy, which is probably the choice. We have a Supreme Verdict, but on this matchup, you can never go wrong with a Supreme Verdict, though. So let's see. I just hope we. I think Isa Charm would be the play here. Well, it can take out a small guy of his. Another one, it can also dig us through with some resource here. Although I haven't really seen a a Boros Reckoner from his side. Alright, let's try to attack here. Not really concerned about Hell Rider. We do have an Asurius Charm there, although we will be taking 1 damage from potential attack. Not sure what is gearing up here. I'm kinda getting afraid. What's going on? You're not doing anything. So, do I need to be concerned? I'm not sure if we need to get this out now. Yeah, I'll probably recycle some cards or just recycle this Azorius Charm. Yeah, let's just recycle some cards. Okay, there. We can recycle this because it doesn't work well with our detention spear. And then Snapcaster, I don't really feel like recycling. Aurelia though might be recyclable, although at this case I probably just recycle this Azorius Charm. Okay, That's not so bad. Let's see here. Helix is not so bad. Although we could have used those lands also. So our main concern are hasty guys. If he drew something here, I'm not really sure what's he might be gearing up for a burn spell. So that might be a concern for us. Terminus, not really exciting. So we're just gonna attack here. So if it is a Hell Rider or a Flint of Boar, we have our Snapcaster to flash in. But at this point, I'm not really sure what he is doing here. He has 4 cards though, which is really intriguing. I'm not sure if he's trying to save his Skullcrack or something, which is really dangerous. So let's just maintain the beats here. We are 1 land short of Aurelia. So let's see what happens. So it's a boar. I might just bring in our Snapcaster friend. Just to add on the bits actually. I'm gonna take this out before attack phase, of course, because we wouldn't want it to get Gore Clan Rampage. Another haste. What is this? Not sure what you're doing there, but I just need to take that out. Okay, we have a choice here. Not really sure though. I think we can Aurelia. If we Aurelia here, I'm not sure if he has something to answer it. So we are gonna be dealing 3, 5, 6, 7. But then again, we might just encounter something here. But let's see. I'm gonna leave a blocker here just in case something wild goes wrong. Okay. We are on to our last round. Sorry. Yep, last round. Let's see what happens. Do you want to adjust anything? Not really sure if we want to have this stick around. He does have some Boros Reckoner, which could be a concern, although we have a detention spear for that. So let's see here. We could possibly bring in a syncopate, but not really sure. Okay, let me take this out and then just bring in a syncopate. Syncopate because if he taps out for a Hell Rider or something like that, this would very much benefit us. And given that most of his cards are all red, apart from the Boros Reckoner, then having one card inside our deck just for four cards of his is not really the ratio we're looking at there. Yep, we're a little happy to see those burn spells. Okay. Oh, I wish we have a detention spear here. So if we keep drawing lands here, we might just be okay. We're gonna take out one of his creatures, of course. Cast. So you might ask why I use the turn instead of the searing spear. For the reasons that we might be able to use it later if there are Flint of Boars or Hell Riders. So this might be a Flint of Boar here. No, it's an emissary, which is gonna chain into. Okay, no chain. That is good sign for us. So if we end up drawing another land here, then it's gonna be terrific. So let's see if this is a Hell Rider, which is not the case. Just gonna burn this guy again. I think we're better off just using the Ace of Charm because this one can take out Boros Reckoners. Oops. We're gonna take 2 damage here, possibly more. I'm not sure. Okay, is this a main phase Gore Clan Rampager? Which is probably is. Okay, yep. Which is gonna be Azurius Charmed. Let's see. Okay. I think we need some lands there. This could be a Hell Rider. Okay, it's a Flint of Boar, which we might just spear. Although Yeah, because if we Azurius Charm this, we end up taking 5 damage. If we spear this, we end up taking 6 damage, but at least we took out something there, and we don't have to worry about it anymore. So yeah, let's do that. Although, if we Azurius Charm this and he decides to play it again, no, he has enough mana to pay for the Syncopate. So for this case, we're just gonna take out this boar. Okay, haste. Yep, that was a good draw. That way we can use our burn and turn and then Azurius Charm, and we can set up for a Syncopate in case he likes to replay his guy there. Okay, land drop is quite nice. So we can just burn this guy here. Then we can Azurius Charm this guy. Pillar of Flame is quite nice. Let's see what happens here. So if he plays Gorklan Rampager, we can syncopate for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unless he drops a land here, he won't be able to pay. Let's see here. I hope he doesn't drop a land, which is unlikely. Okay, we're just gonna syncopate this guy. So syncopate for 3. Because we have very little resource to deal with that guy anyway. Okay, a Boros Reckoner isn't so bad here. Is this an act of treason or something? So it could be. A Hell Rider. That's interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's see if the Hell Rider will attack here. It doesn't, and it's pretty a good spot for us. So what we're gonna do is attack with our Boros Reckoner. No, I'm just gonna hold back for now. Okay, it's the Boros Reckoner. We cannot flash in our that could be a problem though. Here without you, baby. Lonely night. Let's see what happens here. I I'll see if he's gonna No, no attacks from him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spear the Reckoner of his. So if he decides to smash us in the face, then that's just unfortunate. But he might just go for Reckoner here, and if he does, we will take out the Hell Rider. Okay, he decides to just bash our face there, which is fine because we're just gonna use our. Is it static caster? No, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna attack with um, Snapcaster here. Okay, we're just gonna draw a few more cards here. Okay, this should be a Skullcroak. It's gonna gain a few more life here. So let's see if he plays around Arresto Angel. Okay, Farfist Striker. I'm gonna use a static caster here in case he decides to attack. Okay, so no attacks. We're gonna bring in our static caster. Okay, so I'm just hoping he doesn't draw a Hell Rider here, which could be pretty devastating if he does. Okay, Flint of Boar is also dangerous there. So I think he's thinking if he wants to go for it. Okay, looks like he's gonna attack. Okay, he didn't. That's strange. We're gonna sphere, of course, this boar. then attack with our guys. Okay, let's see what his play here is. If it's a blocker, then okay, it's a fellow Boros Reckoner, which is not much of a concern because we can, if he decides to block, then we can direct the damage to his face. Okay, and then we will direct it to him. All right, that went fine, at least. Pretty shaky at the moment because we were running out of time, but yeah, we had we had an okay first round. Then the second round, we were lucky enough to draw our removal spells and chain them along the way with our Snapcaster. At game three, we kind of stabilized the board, and however, we were placed in a situation wherein we were lacking time, and we might not be able to deal enough damage before the time runs out. So, pretty okay game. I will try to pause the video, and then I'll see you guys for round two.